Welcome to L.O.V.E Farmstay, the L.O.V.E off-grid vegan experience. And let's give you a little bit of a rundown for our water preparations for the summer months. I like to keep this 1,000-liter tank of rainwater full. And over here, I have roughly 700 liters of gray water. So 1,700 liters of fluid right there. And I have another 1,000-liter tank on an upper terrace that's full. So going into the drier summer months, I already have 3,000 liters. And I use roughly 100 to 150 liters every day during the dry season to water everything. And as you can imagine, 100 liters a day adds up, and it works out, if I just use what I have, to about a month that I can handle of dry months without replenishing. The trick there is that I do replenish my water stock, so it's not just that this is all I have. The gray water we can use and replenish every day because we take showers and wash our hands. The gray water, as I've talked about before, is just water that we've showered in and that I've recaptured through a separation system, or water that we've done our dishes in. So sometimes it'll look like food and sometimes it'll look like soapy water. And you don't want to put gray water on seedlings or things that you've just planted, or plants in your nursery, or things that you're just sprouting. But on established plants and things that are very thirsty, like bananas or sugarcane, which I have, or my palm trees, which are thankful to get any type of water in this climate. So I have 2 different palm trees out there that our boys picked out. We call one Kevin and the other one Bob Longo, and they've survived into our 2nd year here now, as you can see. And I feel like these grow wild in this climate in Portugal, and so did these guys here. And so I feel like to see them growing wild and still surviving, that tells me that even if nobody waters them, once they're established, their tap roots have found some primary water or underground aquifers, or are able to survive on the clay soil, the clayish soil that gets wet through the rainy season and then holds the water into the dry season usually. So like I'm saying, I think that they're happy to get anything. So gray water is kind of just something that you have to be aware of, that it's not for everything, and you shouldn't dump gray water on your seedlings and things that you're going to eat. For example, like if I had lettuce or kale here, I wouldn't take gray water and dump. I do have lettuce right here. I wouldn't dump gray water on my lettuce because you plan on eating that right away, right? There are things that you wouldn't want to dump gray water on, like lettuce. So I would like to be comfortable enough to pick this up and eat it without thinking, oh man, did I put gray water on here? This is going to taste like Caden soap. It's going to taste like Desiree doing dishes. So we don't do that. And that's yummy. So gray water for thirsty plants, like the bananas. If you can imagine, I have something like 40 different bananas here, but in this circle, and there's about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 main banana palms, dwarf banana palms of the Musa variety, and then all their pups. So it adds up. And in the dry months, you feel bad, right? You want to make sure they get some water. They're very thirsty. Each one in the dry months can take about 5 liters each one. So you can imagine it adds up. And this is why I've planted the vetiver close and the papaya close in the circle. And over time, the compost that'll go around the outside will feed it. The leaves will feed it. So that's why the gray water is there, because it's really what it's for, is that area. Plus I have some sugar cane up here that's new that I can use the gray water on. But proximity, the gray water is in proximity to what I'm using it for. There's another established tree over here that we brought back to life, the strawberry tree, Arbusto Sonido, local strawberry tree that they make gin out of. And I feel like he's happy to have anything. So sometimes I give him gray water because he's been neglected for a long time. So I don't use gray water for everything. Just keep that in mind. Rainwater, ideally. River water, borehole water, well water. Good for plants that are yet to be established. The more established ones that are thirsty, I would look it up on the internet first, or talk to a botanist first before you just go dumping gray water on things because you think you're such a water conservationist. Take care, everybody.